Okay, so moving right along, like I said, Beachbody On Demand has just amazing, amazing tools for you guys to be able to use. So realize it's not just that. Nutrition. This is where 90% of you will probably struggle the most because we can follow the trainer. It's right there on our screen, but no one is in the kitchen to help us meal prep, to cook, to know what to eat. And I'm right there with you. 6 years later, this is still my biggest struggle. And this is where it comes to good, better, and best. You don't need to eat 100% clean tomorrow. Slowly get there. Change one habit at a time to make sure that you reach your goals. And so we're going to kind of dive in how to do this. So when you bought your program, you were given 3 options. There's the Beachbody Guide to Nutrition. Now, this came with every challenge pack out there. Any challenge pack you purchased, it came with that eating plan, the basic eating plan. If you want something more, there's 2 different options. There's the Ultimate Portion Fix where you use the color-coded containers and you really learn to dial in on your nutrition. And it starts very simple and it dials it down week by week. And this is an extra cost for the Ultimate Portion Fix. But I'll tell you, this changes lives. Like this changed the way I look at food so much and how I eat because I didn't understand how to count calories. I'll be honest. I had no clue how to count calories. And so when the portion control containers came out, it made sense to me. Okay, I can have 4 of these fruit containers. Okay, I can have 3 of these yellow containers throughout the day. It made sense in my head. So that is another option that you have is the Ultimate Portion Fix. And then the last one is called To Be Mindset. And literally with the To Be Mindset, the workout is extra credit because they're focusing on nutrition. And it's not about, this is a really good program for the emotional eaters who are people who are addicted to food because it's not about, it's the mindset. It's not about how many containers you get, but you log everything that you eat and then you step on the scale. And if it goes up, you know you didn't make probably the best choice. If it goes down, you know you can repeat that same day or make changes. And she has these rules like water first, veggies most, so that you learn how to eat without being overwhelmed with this diet plan. And so for some people who struggle with especially food addiction or they're emotional eaters, this is an amazing program to teach you how to eat, especially for those who came from a very like I came from a very, very unhealthy family. I have a mom and sister that had a gastric bypass. So I had to learn all this, guys. I was right there learning square one with you guys. So these 2 are extra. They're like their own program. And this came with your challenge pack. So if you want the Ultimate Portion Fix or you want the To Be Mindset, reach out to your coach and kind of ask kind of what this is and how, what program do they think would be the best for you and kind of communicate with your coach to really figure out what nutrition plan would be the best for you because there's no right or wrong answer. It really depends on your relationship with food and how, where you are healthy wise, like with food, I wish they had To Be Mindset when I first started because I was an emotional eater, addicted to food, everything else. And this would have been the perfect program for me to start with. But they didn't have that 5 years ago. So here is a food list. And you get this with the Beachbody Guide Nutrition and the Ultimate Portion Fix and even To Be Mindset. You're going to get this food list. And it's a little bit different depending on what program you're on, but it's pretty much the same. Veggies is always a veggie. A protein is always a protein. Carbs are carbs, okay? When I first started, it was hard to think in my mind. I was thinking what I had to restrict. Okay, I can't eat pizza. I can't eat cookies. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. Well, when I was addicted to food and still have that food addiction, because I don't think it ever goes away completely, I was looking at food the wrong way. So one of the first things I want you to do is go through this list and put things you like to eat. There's got to be stuff on here. It might not be broccoli, it might not be kale, but I love a tomato. I love zucchini. I love green beans. These are foods that I can have in my diet regularly. Bread. I like tortillas. I like brown rice. I like these things. So I went through and I want you to highlight those things that you already eat that you love to eat. Because when you make your meal plan, your weekly and daily meal plans, you're going to use this list to eat what you love to eat. And so it's not going to be a diet. It's going to be food that you enjoy. And so go through this list and highlight the things that you absolutely love. The second thing I want you to do is go through and circle things that you've heard of but have never tried, like spaghetti squash. I, for the longest time, thought it was like the weirdest thing ever. Like, who eats spaghetti squash? Zucchini, I had never tried zucchini before this program. So I want you to go through and put, okay, I'm going to try this one day. I'm going to go and I'm going to buy an eggplant at the store and see what I can do with eggplant. Because that's what it's about, like learning these foods and learning things that you just didn't grow up on. So go through, so when you're meal planning, you can kind of make these choices and go through what you love and, you know, dial in on the foods you do love and kind of go from there. So again, here's just a couple food lists for you. And so I want to kind of lay out what I do when I meal plan. Now, I follow the portion control containers, so this is going to be just an example of what I do. The first thing I do when I meal plan is I put my Shakeology in. I have it for breakfast every day because I was not a breakfast eater before, and I would just skip it. And we all know that's not very healthy for you. So I started replacing that right there. So I always put my Shakeology in. Then I go to dinner and I put in what my dinner, because these are my meals. This is my meal that my family's probably going to eat with me. This is the meal that I'm with everyone. My kids aren't with me at lunchtime. They're at school. Snacks, I'm usually kind of by myself, and, not, I have kids around, but, they can have an apple with me or whatever it is. So, but my family's going to be eating dinner with me. So I go through and I write what I'm having for dinner, and I fill in those. Then I go through the blanks. I know that I need 4 green containers throughout the day, 3 purple containers, 4 red containers, 2 yellows, a blue, an orange, and 2 teaspoons. That's my personal meal, what I need. And I'll tell you, the key to this is studying your nutrition guide like it's your health Bible. And the more familiar you are, is you carry it around and put it in your purse. If you have it printed out, or you have it available to you at all times. So if you're hungry, like, oh, I need a protein, what's my list I can go through? Study that, keep it on you like it's your Bible until you're just kind of used to it. But what I do when I do this is I know my Shakeology is red. I know my banana, half a banana is a purple, and my almond butter is going to fit right in here, right? And so I would mark here my purple, my red, and there. So then I have it all lined up. So I know exactly what I need. After I have my dinner in here, I'm like, okay, I need a protein somewhere in here. So what's a protein? I like eggs. I can do an omelet, and I need another green. So let's add some vegetables to it. So I literally lined up dinner and breakfast, filled those in, and then I go through and add, okay, 4 more greens. Where can I fit in a vegetable throughout the day? That's going to be easy on me. What's something I like to eat? Same thing with purple. Okay, I'm short a purple. Where I can throw in a fruit at dinner. Perfect. Okay. Or I need another protein. Maybe I have an extra egg at my snack, whatever it is. Or maybe I, add in turkey burger, whatever it is. I kind of make it through that after I have my Shakeology down and my dinner down. And so I have a blank one for you guys to fill out, so you can put in your category, how much of each you need. And you can kind of do like a daily meal plan that will eventually turn into your weekly meal plan. Okay. And then I want you guys to be aware of one more resource that you guys have. In the Rise and Inspire community, okay, there is a unit button over on the left-hand side over here. And there is so many resources. Don't get even overwhelmed. I wouldn't even worry about the getting start because you're doing that right now. But there is a whole personal development section. So lots of resources with personal development if you're looking for ideas on where to start with personal development. Portion control and meal planning. How to use the portion control containers right here. The Fixate Foundation videos. This is the cooking show I was talking about. That's right there. Turning your containers. How to turn a container into an actual meal that your family's going to eat. It's right there for you. There's weekly meal plans that are already created. If you want to use those, they're already here for you. There's a whole meal prepping section. What is meal prepping? How to meal prep? All that kind of stuff. There's a healthy eating, healthy recipes. There's tons and tons and tons of healthy recipes here. If you're looking for just different ideas, you would just click on it. here's some of our family favorite recipes. So breakfast, lunch, dinners, snacks, all healthy candy bar recipes when you're craving that candy bar but want, to switch it over. So you can like literally click into these Google Docs and it's going to pull up tons and tons and tons of resources for you. And most of them have the portion control, how much each meal is in the portion control containers using the portion control. So it's still loading, but it's here. And we'll come back. So like this is, and it has the little picture once it's fully loaded, the recipe, and like this one would be half a purple, half red, and 2 yellows, whatever this picture is. Pumpkin protein pancakes, okay? So, and there's a ton. Once this is fully loaded, it's going to take a while to load because it's such a massive file. And that's just breakfast. So that is available to you right here on the Rise and Inspire community page. So there's tons of Shakeology recipes. If you just kind of go down, there's some meal plan examples, healthy snack ideas, cooking, how to cook in the kitchen, swapping ingredients out, mason jar salad. So there's so many resources as you go through that unit button. So realize that. And then last things last, guys, unless you guys have questions, but you're changing the way your story is going to end. This journey is completely 100% in your hands. I can give you tip after tip after tip. I can give you everything, but I cannot move your feet. And guys, it does not matter how big your steps are. You don't have to take a giant leap tomorrow. You just have to be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. That's it. That's all this is about. And so, if you are used to never working out, maybe start with 4 days a week or 3 days a week or 2 days a week working out so you don't get overwhelmed, because this is your personal journey. This is where you're going to see it, your journey. Never ever compare yourself to somebody else because it's so easy to do. This journey is all about you. Let your family know where you are at. They may not be on board. My husband was like, yeah, you buy that challenge pack. Do what you want to do. But it wasn't until 2 years later my husband saw how happy I was, how much I changed. We had a conversation one night and I was laughing, and it was shortly after, and he's like, I haven't heard you laugh in such a long time, like a truly belch laugh. And, that's when he saw the transformation happen. So tell your family, where you're at. Tell your family you're not going to be buying that same crap that you're buying, and they'll live. They will live eating an apple instead of that bag of chips. I promise you, they'll live. And as you start to change, it's going to change the lives of others around you. It's going to change your immediate family, your friends. You're going to inspire so many people along the way because it's you. You will inspire people that I will never even know or reach because my journey is different than everyone else's journey. And that's what it's about. And so, just to close out, you be the next success story. You take this into your hands and say, I'm done. This may be my before, and I'm going to love this before because I know that what's coming. I know what this after is. And you're going to show up even on those hard days, even when you have all these excuses. Guys, I am not someone, I'm a coach. I've coached for years, and I'm not someone who gets up like at 5 a.m. Woo, I get to work out. It's like, I'm busy today. My kids were up all night. I have these same excuses day after day after day that I have to overcome. And sometimes it's as simple as going to Rise and Inspire and seeing that all these girls have already done it, so why can't I? So be that next success story. Be this girl right now, the before, and change this after from the inside out, because that's what this journey is all about. I am so pumped to be able to get to know you guys. I know that I'm not all of your coaches, but I'm super excited to get to know you guys. And there's so many coaches in here that are expert at different things. Like I said, I lack in nutrition. We have others that are amazing at nutrition and can help you. And that's what's cool is you get the whole team of coaches. You get our whole tribe. And, if I don't know the answer, someone else will. And, sometimes the answer isn't one answer. let me give you my perspective, what I do. And, let Alma tell you what she does. And let Breezy let you know, because there is no right or wrong. Okay. So make this your journey. You be that next success story. You change your life so that you can better change others' lives. I would be more than happy to answer any questions if you guys have questions. If not, we can get going. I feel like we should need like fist pump now at the end of all these. But I'm excited to see your success. I love seeing this, guys. Being a coach has been the best thing I've ever done. I went from teaching and loving it and feeling rewarded to having the best job still in the whole entire world. Now I just get to work with adults instead of like first graders, teach them how to read. I teach them how to change their lives. So any questions for me? No? That was that awesome. By the way, my name says Breezy Bitter, but that's not really me. I'm logged into your account. But I hope to see you guys all in the morning. Some of you guys will be at that 6 a.m. crew. If that's your jam, do it. But find that time tomorrow to work out. No matter the time, just get it done. Okay?
Thank you, Ashley. You're amazing.
Right back at you guys. Love you guys. Like, I seriously, I feel like I love you guys already. It's like the weirdest thing ever. But it's like, we just need to get together. I'm in Utah, so whenever we get together, guys, we come together sometimes and have little.
I appreciate everything you've done for me so far. I feel like I'm doing well, and I'm just like so much different than I was back in March.
I love it. I love it. And guys, my journey is not perfect. You'll see that. I've had crazy survival mode the last year of my life with bed rest and everything. So I'm right there with you, fighting for myself and my family's health and everyone else. So I'm so happy for you. Okay. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, posting with your accountability and commenting below the daily post. See you tomorrow.